Hey guys, Jessie Outdoor and Tech Reviews. Today we're taking a look at the Paria Outdoor Products Alloy UL trekking poles. These are a new product for Paria, so be sure to stick around. Let's take a look at them. Alright, so these are the new Paria Alloy UL trekking poles, and what's really great about them is that it comes equipped with a speed lock that you open up and a quick release button that you would press in, and this disassembles in 3 parts for easy storage. Fold it up like that and your pole is easily collapsed. And to put it back into place, you simply want to get the white part. So here are your various parts. If you unopen your speed lock, this is your adjustable section where you're going to determine the length or even shortness of your pole. So you want to make sure that your speed lock is disengaged, and you're going to get the white section of the pole and you're going to pull it tight until the quick release button snaps into place. So you'll notice that we are in sections, and you will notice when I grab the white section of our pole and I pull it to where our quick release button snaps, all this will come into one piece, like so. There we go. We are all in one piece. You see our quick release button is engaged, it's locked. This part up here is where you will determine the length of your pole depending on the terrain that you're trekking. If you're going uphill, obviously the ground is closer to you, so you want a shorter length. If you're going downhill, the ground is further away from you, so you want a longer length. This pole is from 100 to 120 centimeters. I'm 5'2", so this is a perfect length for me. I generally, if I'm trekking pretty flat or moderate terrain, I tend to be at 110 centimeters. So I would put it right at that level and I would close it shut. Now, when you first get these, you may notice that when you do close it, your pole still goes down when you put pressure on the ground. The reason for that is you have to tighten this little switch here, this little rotating knob. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. When you unengage your clip, you can tighten it down, and the tighter you are, the more tight of a close your clip is going to have, preventing your stick from compressing when you put pressure on it. Now I want to talk to you about how you're going to hold your trekking pole. It's very important because this is going to be what guides the comfort of your trekking pole, and also it's more of a safety feature really, because if you happen to fall with your trekking pole, our immediate reaction is to break ourselves with our hands or break our fall with our hands. And if you have your hand stationed or put into your wrist loop here, you can run the risk of breaking your thumb up against the pole. A lot of people tend to put their hands in the pole or in the loop from the top and then grab your pole. That is the wrong method. One of 2 reasons. A, you're going to be putting a lot of pressure and causing your hand to really grip your trekking pole. The wristlet or the wrist strap should be really functioning as a helping aid to when you're trekking. And this way, when you let go of your trekking pole, your hand falls and you're not putting any hold or grip onto your handlebar or your handle here. And also, if you were to fall and break a landing, let's say you fall, your thumb will get stuck right behind this pole and run the risk of snapping it back. So overhand is not what you want to do. You want to come underneath like that and then grip your bar. And the reason for that is, if you notice, when I let go of my handlebar or my handle on my trekking pole, the pressure on the ground will actually put pressure down into the wrist strap, and I will be not having to grip the bar or the handle as much, which will actually put less strain on your hand. The pressure from the striking of the ground will kind of settle your hand into the wristlet, and you'll wrap your hand right around it. And then also, if I were to fall, the handlebar will come right out of my hand and I'll be able to catch my fall without getting my thumb stuck behind the bar. So always remember to come under when you're putting your hand in your trekking pole. Now here is your tip and your basket. Your basket is removable. But your basket is good because if you're trekking on soft terrain or soft ground, the basket will prevent your pole from sinking in and sinking into the ground. The basket will stop it right there, and you'll still be able to get some tension and some assistance with getting either uphill or downhill. Now, it also comes with your tip. Generally, you would be hiking without your tip cover, your rubber stopper here. Some people do hike with it. Actually, I just went on a hike and the terrain, I actually used this and conserved my tip because the terrain was not so rough that I needed my tip exposed. So to conserve it, I did some of the hiking with the tips on. You actually see that in the photo. What I really like about these is that they're extremely lightweight, and they pack down so quickly. So I'm going to show you how quick it packs down. Flip open, quick release, flops open, and we are done. It does have a little Velcro strap here that you would open up, wrap your bars around, and there you go. You're all packed up. Again, because of how lightweight they are, if you're not using them or if you're on a stretch where you don't need your trekking poles, these things are so lightweight. They pack down so small that you can put it inside your pack and not feel any weight at all. Or you could even tuck it in the back of your shorts if you're on a stretch where you know you'll need them soon, and just pull them out, engage them like that. Lock it into place at the height that you need, and you're ready to go. As I mentioned, your basket screws on, so I left one not put on here yet, so you can see. You just take your cap off. Here is your tip. Screw your basket on. You always want to make sure your teeth are out, because this basket is what's going to stop your pole from sinking into the terrain. Screw it on. And you're good to go. I just came back from a 4-hour hike with these yesterday, and so I wanted to make sure to give you guys a good rundown of them because I absolutely love them. They're so light. Again, I'm only 5'2", so I'm not a giant, and these poles really help. What you do want to make sure is that the height of your pole, if you're on pretty flat or even terrain, that your elbow is at a 90-degree angle. So this one's actually even a 2. It's not at my 110. So I'm going to lower it a little bit, and you want to make sure you're at a 90-degree angle. Another important thing is when you take your strides, you see a lot of people, I'm going to back up here, you see a lot of people that take the pole stride with the same leg. So left pole, left leg. What you want to do is go opposite of your stride, and you want to lean your poles in the direction that you're going. The whole reason for having trekking poles is to balance out and stabilize your stride and your steps. If you're walking forward on a flat plane, you don't want to be using this to reach, because it takes more energy out of you to pull yourself forward than it does to push. So you want to put it in at an angle. You always want to angle your poles in the direction that you're moving. So if we're going forward, I'm going to drive it into the ground at an angle, forward angle, to where my hand is going forward. So keep that in mind when you're poling and using trekking poles. That'll be the most effective and efficient way to use them and get the most and conserve your energy, especially if you're going on a long trek. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out Paria's Alloy UL trekking poles. I love these things, guys, and I'm sure you will too. Be sure to also follow us on Jessie Reviews on both Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. And if you're watching this on Amazon, don't forget to follow us and be notified when the latest outdoor and tech gear reviews are posted. We'll see you guys next time, guys. Thanks for watching.